Welcome back to another video, and we are with too much lightning. We will get into that because we are comparing two webcams at this moment, one of which is right over here, but let's start here near to the webcam from my laptop, which is the MacBook Pro. Try to guess which one is the MacBook Pro and which one is the Tualin 4K, which is a budget camera, which is targeted for those that want to improve their video quality, such as this, but don't want to spend too much money. So that being said, let's go and take a closer look at it. And if you are watching this video on your Windows 10 or 11 computer and you still haven't activated and can't even edit your desktop icons, don't forget to check out CDKeysales.com, where we can find budget official OEM keys at an affordable price, and with the coupon code that you can see on screen and down below on the video description, it will get even cheaper. And besides Windows 11 Pro, if you are looking for Windows 10 or even an Office suite that we can aggregate directly to our Microsoft account, you can use the same coupon code, which will give you the best price possible at this moment. So just in case, the link will be down below. Okay, so the Tualin 4K is a webcam. We have seen this brand at least twice, one of which was a wireless camera, which is awesome, and the other one is a lower resolution budget camera as well. So I will try to leave some links down below. Now, this particular camera comes inside this plain package, a simple package with the web camera 4K and a USB Type-A to USB Type-C cable, and it also has at the bottom a 1/4-inch screw, so we can mount it on any tripod, which is one of the biggest advantages, and I will move it around so that we can see several angles right over here. We can also see the USB Type-C port at the back so that we can connect directly to our computer. It has this filter for privacy, which we can turn on and turn off, and then it has one button for the digital zoom and also the AI tracking, which we are going to test all that. Now, first of all, let's look at my screen, and I'm using the screen with the two cameras just as if I was recording my screen for a video tutorial, but you can use this to stream your game or anything else that you prefer. So this is the kind of image that I would have from my MacBook Pro FaceTime camera, which sucks honestly, and then from the Tualin 4K, which has a much higher resolution and sharpness image. So if you haven't guessed which is which, on the right side you will find my MacBook Pro, and on the left side here is the Tualin 4K, and here is the MacBook Pro webcam. So one of the things that we can see in common is that with this kind of lighting that I have at this moment, recording with my Sony camera, which is not my main camera, it's the ZV-1. My ZV-10 is still right over there because I haven't finished the video from yesterday. But we are using this one as an example and as a reference because we can also use this one as a webcam, which is obviously much more expensive. But in terms of lighting, we will need to boost up to take advantage of webcams which have lower sensors, and I will do that with you. But first, let's change to a different angle here, so a bigger image so that we can see more details still on this low light environment. So on the right over here, the MacBook Pro camera, and right over here the Tualin 4K. We can see a huge difference from one to another. Now if I go full screen with my MacBook Pro, this is what we get, and if I'll go full screen with my Tualin 4K camera, this is what we get. Now there are pros and cons when we have lighting such as this on both, and here I can see a soft image, and here I can see an over sharpened image. The Tualin 4K is doing a huge effort to sharpen things, and we can see down here on the display that we can have. So at this moment I'm editing the video, and one of the things that I did notice is I do have a lot of LEDs all over the office, but the Tualin 4K does a great job in terms of sharpening the image. Actually, in some of the areas, in my opinion, too much sharpening. But with the LEDs, we do notice a lot of noise in the image. But in case you don't have LEDs all over the place like I do, this is the kind of image quality that you can expect, and in my opinion, a lot better without the LEDs. So if you are wondering if you can do a video call without any LEDs whatsoever, this will be the kind of image. And let's compare with the MacBook Pro, which is the image that we have seen already. And besides that, let me show you something. I had the image inverted right now we can see and we can read everything just fine. So sorry about that mistake. Now let's go and take a look at both of them. This is just a huge difference, and this would be my main usage for this kind of webcam at 4K, where I can have my desktop and show whatever I want to show, or even in this format, which is one of my favorites. So this is the image quality of the 12 and 4K with my lights on maximum, but no LEDs. A few elements here which are not desirable. Now let's change this by just enabling some lights right over here. I will turn on these, and what happens is that my Sony camera is in manual mode, so you will get this crappy image all blown away, but for a webcam this is actually good. Now one of the things that I would change here would be the angle of the camera. I don't like to see these lights here, and if we go to the 12 in, I don't like to see these lights here. And if you are recording at home, then probably you can have a lamp at the back, and that's not desirable. So with my MacBook, I'm limited to this angle here. I can lower it down or up, which is not good. I can put the laptop on a shelf or something like that. But with the 12 in 4K, what we can do is we can move it around. I can put it just anywhere that I want, and let's put it stable, for example, here on one of my displays, so we have a completely different image. So this is one of the huge differences between a webcam and a dedicated webcam like the 12 in 4K. One of the other things that we should notice as well is when I had one next to the other, I could see a lot more on the 12 in 4K than I can see on my actual camera. But like this, I don't see the lights, so I do have a much better image quality. So if we lower the lights right now, this is what we get. A lot of LEDs right over there, which will do a lot of effort, but with good lighting then we will have, and this is the normal lights that you would find on any living room that is well lit, and this is the video quality that we could get. Now one other thing that is really interesting is the AI tracking. So if I press this button here at the top, which I didn't, it will track me down, and if I'm doing a video call, for example, then it will focus on my face up to 6 times digital zoom, and then if we move, it will focus and track me, so I will be in frame all the time. And if we have more family members here, then it will enlarge the image. Or if I go a little bit back, it will track me right over there, and I can move to this side or to this, and it looks like the head of the camera is moving, but it's not. This is the AI tracking. Now one thing that is interesting, I did test out just a few moments ago, is that if I put something at the front, it will stop tracking. So it's looking for a face. At this moment there are no faces, but one face right now, and it did track the face. So this is a cool way of presenting, honestly. And let me disable the AI tracking. Let me find the button, which is here at the top, disabled. We will see a green light when it's disabled and a blue light when it's enabled. And I do prefer, as I was saying, like this, a static camera where I can put anywhere that I want, and then I can upscale the screen that I'm recording. For example, if I'm recording a scene such as this, I will make it larger, I will make it smaller, and I will point to the direction that I'm in. Now we can see a huge difference at this moment. For example, my webcam from the laptop and the 12 in 4K, it's just a huge difference, and we are talking about an investment of about $50 more or less, depending on where we live. Now let's put it back, there we go, next to the laptop webcam, so just side by side, and this is what we get. It's a huge difference. So if I want to do this kind of video with a small investment, as I was saying, this is totally acceptable. A great image quality, or a much better, I wouldn't say great, but a much better image quality than the image quality that we have from the MacBook Pro webcam. And now, that being said, let's go and change the lighting right over here to a lower setting. So once again, back with low light here, and to finish up the video, this is the MacBook Pro and this is the 12 in 4K. Just next to the other, we can see a huge difference in terms of the angle as well. And there we go, with both on screen. And we are wrapping it up. Now, in terms of my opinion for the experiences that we just have made, the camera as a low budget camera is totally worth it, especially for those that want to improve their content, and especially for those that will be careful enough to put the camera on a strategic place, like I did on the top of my display and not on the top of my laptop, which is the limitation that the integrated webcam have on any laptop. And that being said, hope that the video was helpful to decide if this is the webcam that you are looking for or not. And if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.